Welcome to Blender Cinematic. Let's explore the Simple Deform Modifier by bending a simple geometry. Let's add a plane. Let's get into edit mode and subdivide this plane. Let's add 100 cuts. So this gives sufficient geometry for the Simple Deform Modifier to work its magic. Let's select the plane and then move it on the x-axis by one Blender unit. So the idea here is to bend the plane about the y-axis. So while the plane is selected, let's add Simple Deform Modifier, and the twist works, but the bend, nothing happens. Again, the twist works, but bend, there's no change. Even if we change the axis from X to Y, nothing happens. And the reason for that is the rotation and working axis of the Simple Deform Modifier is different. So in order for this to work, let's add an empty. And then let's select this empty as the origin for the bend. Still nothing happens. And the reason for that is we need to align the working axis of this empty. So let's rotate the empty on the Y by -90 degrees. Now this empty starts affecting the plane in the direction that we want. This is a very important concept if we want to apply the Simple Deform Modifier to bend objects. Now as we change the angle, the plane responds. So at frame number 1, let's keyframe an angle of 0. And at frame 120, let's keyframe an angle of 270 degrees. So when we play the animation, the plane bends from 0 to 170 degrees for 120 frames. So far so good. Now, in order to test our concept whether this works for our scene, let's add default cube. And this would be sort of our building. Let's duplicate this cube multiple times so that we have many number of buildings. And then let's join these cubes to the plane so that everything is a single mesh. And we're going to apply Simple Deform Modifier to this entire mesh. Alright, so that's a single mesh. Let me just enable the cavity so that we can see the shadows a bit better. And let's get into the edit mode and then we can see that everything is a single mesh. Cool. Now in the object mode, let's hit spacebar and there we go. That's the Simple Deform that we were looking to test. So now that the concept is working, we can move ahead with the actual scene. Thank you for watching, and please visit my channel Blender Cinematic for more Blender animation trailers and tutorials. Thank you and see you next time.